This is Michael Connon representing the TooMedToo's Star Wars Network. We've got your fix. And this is episode number 45 of the Bacta tank. It is brought to you by the Patreon of the TooMedToo's Star Wars Network with such people as Rural Farm Boy, Christina Flores, Chris from Kentucky, Heidi Federer, and the one, the only, regular on, not this show, but also co-founder of the septic tank, no other than this this person. We have Kilo Kustoms.
Hey, fucker. Thanks for bringing me in.
You're welcome.
Hi, everybody.
So, as most people probably know who have been on the show. Oh, and look at this. Hang on. I'm going to take us out for a second, if I can. For those of you that are listening to the podcast version of this, that's Kylo's emblem that I have on there tonight. But yeah, Kilo is one of the co-founders of the septic tank that is on here normally on Saturday nights. And there's Collecting with Kilo too, and he's just, he's always here. So I figured, you know what? It's kind of weird. I've never had him as a featured guest on here. And it's about time to do that.
Well, I figure you would have after how many times you hacked the satellite to track down my location.
I can only do that through people's garages too.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I always park in the garage, so that's how that happens. Hi, Pauline. How you doing tonight?
And it only works in Canada, though. I have to be in Canada right now.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, Canada's not... Well, no, you're in Brooklyn. I was going to say, because when you go to Buffalo, you can do it.
It only works in Canada, though. I have to be in Canada right now.
But when you go home to visit family in Buffalo, doesn't it? You're close enough to Canada. I know that. I've been to Buffalo.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, literally, if where I grew up, I walked out of my parents' house. If I walked 5 minutes, it's probably about a 4 or 5 minute drive. It would take a little bit longer to walk. But you're right there at the border. I mean, you got a little bit of water in between you, but other than that, yeah. I mean, Buffalo's pretty much Canada. You go west to get to Canada, you don't go north, so that's just kind of tells you there. But even though everybody pretty much knows you, for those of you that don't, why don't you tell us a little bit about your Star Wars? You have a collectors group?
Yeah, I have a collectors group. It's called the Elite Collector Squadron. Right now, it's mostly based on Instagram. That's where we kicked it off. We're going to be branching out to the other social media here very soon. I am going to look here in a second to see how many followers we have. We have quite a bit already. So I'm clickety-clicking along, trying to get you guys the information that you guys are going to be wanting to know. It's based, it's pretty much worldwide. We have friends, we have members in different countries. We have a few from Canada. We have a couple over in Australia, and pretty much all around the United States.
Do they keep their shirts on, though? That's the question.
Yes. As far as I know. I know any time that I've seen any interaction, they have, so...
It's just their brothers that walk around naked. All right, understood. People have no idea what we're talking about, but that's because Kilo and I go back a couple of years, before this wonderfulness all started. So
let me check, because it would be pretty cool to actually see. We have quite a bit of a following on the Instagram right now.
And Ronnie J's here after a long absence. He's here just to call you a ho ho ho.
That's okay. There's no shame in the game.
Aggressively relaxing. Thanks for stopping by.
Let's see. Sweet. I'll add you on Instagram. Instagram, the Elite Collector Squadron. It's elite_collectors_squadron. Right now, we have 90 followers. We haven't been very active due to the pandemic and all that stuff. So a lot of get-togethers and a lot of stores have been shut down. What we do is, of course, we're a bunch of collectors, and we pretty much run around and help one another find things that other collectors in the group are looking for, and we'll pick it up, and we will then let the person know that we got it, and we will get it to them for what we paid for it plus the shipping. We're not a flipper group. We're not a scalper group. We help each other out. We're not trying to extort people. Some things that we do that might have been out for a little while, we do. It might be a little bit more, but that's just because of the value. But I haven't seen anybody in our group scalp anybody. So, I mean, we don't want to do that anyways because we want to help each other out. There's been some movement back and forth between me and the Condor. Condor and some other people in the group. Some people have come, some people have left. Some people who have left have come back because other groups have been not so scalperish or just not so positive. And there's a lot of drama in the collecting community, so we try to refrain away from that. And it's been going since almost about this time last year. We started talking about it, and I know we kicked it off in February, but we did start talking about it in December of 2019, and we finally kicked it into full gear in February this year before the Corona hit hard.
Yeah, like I mean, that's just for example. I have within a 5 minute walk from my house 2 or 3 Walgreens, and Funko Pops will come out with a Walgreens exclusive, and there are some parts of the country that don't have a Walgreens, or they have one Walgreens in X amount of miles, and for somebody to go and try and find it, it's just so many people trying to get there that I can go and I'll be like, hey, there's 4 of them, and I'll just grab them because even if I can't, I say resell, but it's not actually, it is reselling, but I'm not making a profit off of it. If I spend $12 or $15 on it, it's going to be $5 or $6 for the shipping and handling, an extra couple of dollars just because I need to buy boxes and material or whatever. So, if I get a pop for an exclusive that's something like that, that's $15 plus tax, then it's going to be 17 or 18. $5 to ship it, it's going to cost me $22, $23 total. I'll be like, hey, give me 25, and that's just a little bit. It's a little bit more than you pay yourself, but way cheaper than you're going to find it on eBay or any of the other places that really stick it to you.
Yeah, because there are some places everybody has that local resale shop or like some mom and pop spots where they get it stuck to you, and a lot of some of the places, everybody has a Target for the most part. I know some people. I know Canada. I'm not sure if they have a Target. Barnes and Nobles isn't everywhere. Hot Topic sure isn't everywhere. Some of the people in our group, there's not a box lunch anywhere near them. I have all of the above, like within 25-minute, 30-minute ride. So, a lot of times if I'm heading out, I'll let everybody know, hey, I'm going here. My PayPal is this. If you guys want something, if it's there, shoot me the money for the whatever you got me picking up. I pick it up for you, then I go home, and then we get it ready to ship, and then we we discussed it, how much is going to usually charge you the shipping once I get there, because I don't know what the post office is going to charge them pretty much until I get there. So, and it's just an overall good thing. We're just people helping people, collectors helping collectors, and we got some pretty big name collectors in our group too. So they have YouTube channels rocking out too. So we're just not a small group of people. We got some really nice YouTubers that are in there with us, and then we got some people who like to sit behind the scenes and not go on camera or do any reveals or anything, and they're always willing to help. And a lot of them you've seen here in some of the Bacta tanks, or even in the septic tank after they're done and over with, or with the main when we're just sitting around talking.
Really quick, is anybody having audio issues? Because Pauline asked if there was any what's going on with the audio, and then she just asked if she's the only person having audio issues. So I just want to check on that before or whatever. I'm gonna guess there were some people expecting Jennifer Aniston tonight with you being here. Well, we had right after we started, we had because I get a count from everything. Because I broadcast on 5 different places at once, and we started off and it went up to 10 people on YouTube. So I'm gonna guess there was some people being looky-loos, and then realized that you were Kilo today, not your alter ego Jennifer Aniston, because you like to make your buddy Patrick Gannon 136 happy and do that impression of psychopaths. So.
Oh, and my name is different tonight too, because it's not Darth Rose's Rebels. I went back to my original self, because it'd have to be my original self for this show tonight.
Yeah, it's the Bacta tank,
Yeah, I have to, keep it real.
Yeah. So, all right. So, why don't you tell us about how you got into Star Wars?
Wow. All right. So I was born in 79, and for as long as I can remember, when I was like real little, Star Wars would come on like the holidays. So that was like guaranteed time to watch Star Wars, like on Thanksgiving, Christmas, like all the major holidays are that weekend. The Star Wars movie, or at that time it would just be New Hope, and then Empire Strikes Back until Return of the Jedi was made, and then after that we got the luxury of all 3 of them after a while, for years playing during holidays. Action figures when I was little. My dad was really into sci-fi. And then the coolest thing is around this time of year, since we're doing this right before Christmas, all the wrapping paper rolls became my lightsabers. So I would wrapping paper roll lightsaber fight with my sisters, and then if we're at grandma's house, it would be with the cousins. So I was pretty much born into it, and then like just everybody else, growing up playing the video games, like the most classic games are like, I still have the Atari version of Empire Strikes Back. I have the Nintendo games. I have the Nintendo 64 games. I pretty much have almost most of the games all the way through up until now, and including Squadrons. And I just love the movies. And then it was revamped when George Lucas did the special editions. I think it was 97. 97, yeah. Michael, I think the special edition.
Yeah, 97 is when they came out, I believe.
So then, at that point, of course, the original Star Wars, but then by the time that, we all know it now as A New Hope, I wasn't born yet. So just to be able to go see that in the theater on the big screen, and cleaned up and sharpened up was amazing. Then Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi. Just seeing all those in the theaters, I think me and my kid big brother, the Danimal, who hopefully he might be watching. He might be one of those ones just sitting and watching. Uh, we went and seen them in the theater a couple times each, and then we always played the Super Nintendo Star Wars games on the weekends when we're having spending the weekends together. And then of course the prequels came out. Watched it, went and seen the prequels in the theaters. And then the rest of them, the sequel trilogy, and then the Solo, and then Rogue One. So I've been a Star Wars fan my whole stinking life, and I'm a big time Star Wars collector. I have a Star Wars museum. My family calls it.
Yeah, like with me, as everybody knows, I collect Black Series and I collect books. I have some Funko Pops, but I do not collect Funko Pops.
You know what?
It happens to be. It just happens to be that I have some Funko Pops because they're Star Wars material or Star Wars memorabilia that I have. So that's why those have been acquired. But Kilo definitely has a larger than average collection of Star Wars memorabilia going back to the original Kenner toys.
All the way back to the vintage Kenners. All the way back to 77, I have some of those. So of course that wasn't my fault because I wasn't around then, but yes, I do. They trace all the way back.
I don't know what's going on at the bottom here. Kilo must be messing around with the controls or something like that. I don't really know. You give somebody control of something and they decide to take advantage of it. So all right. So anyways,
audio just because he's talking on there and you can hear that
when
he's talking to speakers.
This one trying to figure out.
You might have to put headphones into your computer.
It's not that.
Now, when the prequels came out, what type of fan were you? Like, were you into legends and fan fiction and everything like that after, during the like they call them the dark times?
During the dark times, yeah. I started getting into, I started getting into the, let me turn it down a little bit. It might be the echo. Okay. Can you hear me? Michael? Okay. So, prequels. Yes, I was starting to get into that. A couple of the books I learned about Mara Jade and all that, and I learned about the Emperor having clones of himself after, and he kept essence transferring and whatever and whatnot. And I was really starting to get into a lot of it, and then they popped the prequels. Phantom Menace. I'm just gonna say this from the jump. I love all the Star Wars movies, all the Star Wars stories. I'm a huge fan of the Mandalorian. I'm a huge fan of the offset movies as well. Phantom Menace, at first, really, when I was younger, wasn't a good. I didn't like it when I was younger. Because when that came out, it came out in '99. I had just graduated the year before, and that was not. I mean, if it was now, I would say this is not my Star Wars. If I was part of the cancel culture people, because it. I mean, now that I'm older and I watch him again, it all makes sense how everything was done, but it just seemed too kiddie, I didn't understand why they had, but now I understand why Jar Jar was such a bumbling fool. Back then, I just thought it was something thrown in there for like little kids trying to draw a little kid fandom in. Um, Attack of the Clones, I really like that one as it branched off into Dooku and all them, and then how we're learning how the cloning for how the stormtroopers came about with the cloning from Django. We got a little bit of the beginning of Boba Fett background. That one felt a little bit more comfortable, like Star Wars to me. And then probably my second favorite movie in the Star Wars saga was Revenge of the Sith. And when that one came out, that one just like set the bar again, and like mind blown in my early 20s. Like, wow, now we finally know what happened. Because growing up, we always wonder, well, how did Darth Vader become Darth Vader? What happened? What was how's Luke and Leia his kids? We always had those questions, and it was finally answered for us. So the prequels, a great set of movies. I love them all.
Yeah. Really quick, we have in the chat Pauline saying that she can see the stuff behind you, and she's guessing that you have much more. Pauline, without him answering, that is a minute fraction of what he has. Maybe
This isn't even Star Wars stuff in here.
Yeah, that's like a minute fraction of Funko Pops that somebody else might have that doesn't collect them. Just saying.
These are all Chase, the special limited editions, the ones that everybody's always after, the little sticker whores. People call them. They're always after. Those are the one out of. Originally, they're 1 out of 36. Now I think they're down to like 1 out of 12 or 1 out of 6 or something like that. That's what all those are back there. Those sitting here. My Star Wars, or since she asked about those, my Star Wars, because those are Funko Pops back there. The things Michael loves to collect. Star Wars, I'm all the way up. I think I'm only missing maybe less than 15, maybe, out of, I think, like 400.
Excuse me, sir. I just came to say hello and to let you know that my dad does not collect Funko Pops.
Hi, Delilah.
Oh, hi, Kylo. How are you doing today, buddy?
How are you doing?
I'm terrific. I love my dad. I have the best dad in the world.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's my dad.
He's twins. A good dad.
We're twins. Can you tell who's who?
I don't know.
I'm Delilah. I'm Delilah.
You're less hairy too.
Yeah, that happens with age.
Yeah, for those of you, my dog decided to take over the podcast. For those of you that are just listening, so
that's okay. Lap dogs aren't bad. There's no way in hell I can have any of mine on my lap.
Yeah, she, with me being out of work for all that time and being on steroids, I kind of got the big belly, the bowl full of jelly. So if I put my arms right and just lean back, it's like a little spot for her to sit. And Pauline asked a question that I was going to come back to and forgot about, and now she is asking it again because she's smart and knows that we often miss things in here.
Is it true that Funko is releasing a Ben Solo? I don't think I've seen anything on it yet. I don't see why they wouldn't, because they have many other variants to Kylo Ren, and I do know that if they do, which I'm pretty sure they're going to, so I'm going to say when they do, when they make this Ben Solo, another one of our friends is going to go crazy and buy like 3 cases of them to put them on her shelf. Because she's known as Mrs. Ben Solo. So I'm
Well,
thinking yes, that they probably will. I would
yeah,
like to have one.
I can't see why they wouldn't. They've made many other Funkos of obscure characters or whatever. That at least with this, there would be demand from a certain hashtag fanatic group to get them in there. And
But
Paul
I
had
mean,
also
it's
said
not.
that.
But
Paul
he's
had
not
also
an obscure character, though. I mean, they've done variants to. God, how many Han Solos did they do? How many Lukes have they made? How many Ahsokas? They've done like 4 or 5 Ahsoka Tanos. So yeah, I'm gonna put my money on there's gonna be a Ben Solo, and I'm surprised. I'm probably thinking it's not out yet because they slowed down their production on a lot of the bigger lines because of the pandemic. They're probably gonna wait for it to to soften back up or start to regulate a little bit and then start pumping out more. We have another line of Star Wars ones coming out in the spring, so I'd say probably by summer, maybe spring convention, summer convention, there might be one at the very latest.
Yeah, no, nothing as far as I know has been announced um, or even leaked that it's a possibility. It's inevitable that it's going to happen. It's just a matter of um, when and like what are they? Do they want to have it as a con exclusive or a celebration exclusive? If that's the case, you're going to wait another almost 8 months or until next June or July, August, whatever it is, to get it. If they want it to be a celebration one, you're waiting until 2022. I mean, there's really no rush for them to do it because they didn't do any Rise of Skywalker Funkos, and now it's just kind of like, okay, you'll get it when you get it, because when they're gonna put things out, they want them to be hot, like when they did the or at least go on to sale for pre-order. The Clone Wars, the last one of the Clone Wars, the season. They put out a bunch of them, and they were for pre-order. 6 months or 4 months before they even came out, because they just came out now. So they want to get that market when it's hot, and something like that with Ben Solo, it's going to sell to all the Raylos, and it's going to sell to just collectors itself. So that's going to be a hot item.
That'll probably be one of the bigger released ones, probably to satisfy that certain group of the fandom, or just even the collectors, because that's something that a lot of people want. I would hope they don't do that with the Comic-Con, because then if you miss out on it, it'll be damn near virtually impossible to afford it.
Oh, that would be great to watch them go crazy. And I'm canceled.
Damn it.
So, all right. And also, Pauline brought up in there that a lot of people don't like the prequels, or don't like the Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace, holy shit. Don't like that. A lot of people don't like the Phantom Menace, but she likes it. And I think what a lot of people, it was just different. People wanted to see the Jedi coming out, and they wanted to see nonstop action, nonstop fighting, because you got a little bit of lightsaber action and fighting. Then you got lightsaber action. The next movie, it's like, okay, this is awesome. You got more lightsabers and the power of the Force and everything going on. So they wanted it to be a continuation where it's like, no, this is the start. And even though it's a Star Wars saga, it's arguably Anakin's not really the star of that movie. It's more Obi-Wan and his journey of growing up, losing a master, and then becoming a Jedi and learning from it, and then going into the next movie, So it's like, even though it's the Skywalker saga, and I believe it's even been said that it's not really, that one's not about Anakin. It's the way the story starts off, and that's what we're getting a lot of, like in the Mandalorian too. That it's not like a linear TV show. I mean, it is, but in the essence of, if you're watching something else on, if you're watching Law and Order, it's this week after week after week after week. Where with the Mandalorian, it goes more of like a book where you might have, you might not come back to what you talked about in an episode or a chapter for 2 or 3 weeks, and
Right.
people know exactly what it is. They're on it because they're so invested into it. And this was kind of the same way. It's like, okay, this is a story of what happened, and I'm sure if George Lucas was still making the movies and didn't sell it, or didn't just get so much hate from all the assholes that are out there, that we would have gotten 7, 8, 9 much sooner, and we would have gotten 1, 2, and 3 special editions released. When he, once the technology came up with what he wanted, he would then do it, because that was his issue. That's why he was doing the special editions. So it was his and what he envisioned on doing, but he couldn't do it. That's why he had to create his own company, ILM, and make his own things and do his own things. And when I say things, I mean like graphics and creating. Pauline, thank you for agreeing with me. I'm probably one of the most intelligent people on this podcast right now. And they couldn't do the graphics he wanted, and the animation. Well, there was no animation for it, but I mean, you know what I'm saying. So he had to create his own company to do these things, special effects. I guess that's probably what I should have said. And then the technology came in. And he said, "Okay, I want to do this." I mean, I think it takes away that he put Jabba in Star Wars or New Hope, whatever you call it, doesn't really matter. He put Jabba in there because it kind of takes away from this big ominous creature that's supposed to be so powerful that now in here he's the same size as Han Solo. Basically, he's there's really no size difference, so he grew 3 times as big in the movies. It takes away from the him being so ominous. But you know what? It's his shit. So it's kind of like if somebody drew a painting and then said, "You know what? I've been thinking about it. I don't like the way this painting looks. You know what? I'm going to put some eyebrows on the Mona Lisa."
There you go.
Boo, why are you making noises? I mean, that's just, yeah. So it's like, but you know what? I still watch the movies and I don't complain. I'm going to talk about it on here, but I'm not going to go in my car and make a video and scream about it. I'm not going to start a hashtag about it. Starting a hashtag for positive things is one thing. Starting a hashtag because you want things to change is kind of silly.
Or you can start a hashtag in support of a cause that is definitely needed and worthwhile.
Well, then you get into the conversation of what is needed, what's worthwhile, and but when it's negative, it's not needed or worthwhile. That's when you're trying to bring out the positiveness or like make Solo 2 happen. There's a lot of people that are like, just give it up. It's gonna, if it doesn't happen, it's gonna happen. And it's like, well, these people are happy for it. It's not really hurting anybody. Hashtag make Turbis canon. I think we talked about it. I don't know.
Hashtag MRLA.
Yes, sir.
Mr. LA.
Mr. LA. Hashtag that mofos. But yeah, it doesn't really. I don't know. I don't think it diminishes it if it's something positive. If it really annoys you that bad, you just block it, but you don't have to sit there and, poo-poo on it, if you will.
True. Very true.
So, what is your favorite or best, or this is probably a multi-pronged question, one of your Star Wars collectibles. I mean, we'll pick, just shotgun. What's your favorite? What is, um, your most expensive? Do you have any great stories about, you had to drive 800 miles to go pick one up?
How about, well, I'll break it down. My favorite Funko Pop, we'll go there, would be probably it's two. It's the Stormtrooper Luke and Stormtrooper Han. My favorite Black series to date so far that I have, well, I'll just say that I have. It's kind of a. I really like the carbonized Boba Fett. I really like that one. The carbonized Mando too, but I would have to go Boba Fett. Let's see. Did the Funko Pops? Did the my favorite Lego set that I built, because I do Legos. I do a ton of Lego Star Wars builds. My favorite Lego build so far is probably due to the slight difficulty and how many times I dropped F-bombs building it, was probably the life-size BB-8, the one where you can make him move, his head moves. It's got the probably that one so far. Either that or the Emperor's Throne Room, the Final Duel, that set. Let's see. Vintage Kenner figures. I hate my favorite one's either the Yoda or the Emperor that I have, and I know I've shown you, and I do have the TooMedToo's medical droid. And I have I have the Power of the Force figures. I've got Hot Wheels. I've got character cars. I've got the ships, die-cast ships. We've done multiple puzzles and framed them, and they hang on the walls down there. The movie posters, they have all the movie posters, including the Revenge of the Jedi, which is the cult version of Return. Or I'm sorry, yeah, it was a Revenge of the Jedi instead of Return of the Jedi. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I have just so much. The most valuable one. I really don't know the actual value on the old school Kenner vintage figures. I haven't really looked into those on the value. Plus, they're not mint. Dude, they're played with when I was a kid. Probably my most valuable thing that I know of for sure is probably either the Han or Luke Stormtrooper Funko Pop, because I think they're around 500 plus. I don't remember last time, I haven't checked, but they were up there. At one point, the Han, after he died in Force Awakens, any of his figures skyrocketed, and I think at one point he's all the way up close to 800 or 900, just because he's such a small limited edition when they came out.
Yeah, a lot of Funko Pops are really finicky when it comes to the prices of them. The majority of them do not keep their price well. They're the same price that they were, or they resell for $5 or something along those lines. But you also get after a convention, the kind of convention exclusives that you buy them for $15, and they will then be $150 as soon as you walk away from the Funko booth. And then those ones that get really expensive like that are 10 times the markup to scalpers or whatever, or from scalpers for people that want them. The majority of them will drop down quite a bit in price, and then over the next few months or year, we'll be back down to $40, $50, which is still a lot more than it was paid, but it's 3 times the price, not 10 times the price. You do
Right.
have those. You do have those few exceptions. Like I always bring up, I haven't checked the price on it in a while, but the San Diego Comic Con Sith Trooper that was $15, and it was immediately $150. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wait and see what happens with the price. And I watched the price for a little while. It stayed at about 150, and about 3 or 4 months later, I checked, and it was like 350 or 400. And I was like, damn, well, I'm going to wait till that price comes down. And a couple months later, it was 600. And I was like, holy, like, what's
Isn't it
going
like
on?
1512 or 1500 now?
Yeah, it just
Something
kept,
ridiculous.
every couple months, it kept doubling. And it's like, man, I wish I would have bought it at the time I was gonna. I wish I would have bought as many of them as I could afford. And I could retire by now. Pick up 100 of them bad boys, and that would have been nice. But yeah, so but like for another example, you have the Boba Fett one that came out with the sling for the for Slave One. That was $800, $1,000 as soon as it came out, and people were buying it on eBay or other sites. And then the last time I looked for it, it was about $600, I believe.
We got the mysterious death says hello. Well, hello to you, death of the mysterious kind.
Hello, Mysterious Death. And you got a little bit of, who was that, Scorpion?
Yeah, it looks like Scorpion.
Not the band either. So thanks for joining us. Not sure if we've seen you here before. If not, go ahead and make sure you subscribe so you can catch all of our great content. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's a little bit loony. We got the septic tank, and I don't know. I only came in at the end of the septic tank this week. It was a 4-hour show for Kylo's birthday. I only came in for about the last hour, though. I guess some other people took my spot. I don't really know what happened with that. I went back and watched it. I was quite confused.
There's a lot of drinking happened. That's what the hell happened.
Yes.
Rural Farm Boy was drinking too and forgot to plug his phone in. He texted me today. He finally got back to me today and was telling me about how he had his phone and his laptop plugged into the surge protector, and the surge protector was turned off. And he didn't realize it. So that's why everything died out on him, and he had to leave.
Oh, he plugged him into Surge?
Yeah. Well, shit, I always have all my stuff plugged in the surge protector just in case.
I meant Surge.
Sir John,
Sir
the
John.
Prophet.
Yes.
Where's he at?
He's usually just a late night folk.
Or that mysterious death? Is that another one of his aliases, or
God
what?
only knows. He comes in here with a bunch of different names.
Or is that one of our friends?
Who knows?
Otherwise, but yeah, I mean, I have honestly just a value in that Star Wars vault, we'll call it, because it's pretty much like a vault. It's just so much in value, so many different things. Like, if you really want to get into my ultimate pride and joy, honestly, is my Darth Vader lightsaber.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing. That was, my dad gave me money for, it was actually like around my birthday, when I acquired it, and he gave me like $50 towards it. So that, I cherish that, because my boss, who I was working for at the time, was unloading some of his Star Wars stuff, and I bought it from him, and that's maybe not value wise, but I think sentimentally that's my most priceless piece in my collection.
Yeah, that's like my my I don't have a lot. I don't really have anything vintage. I have a couple, but nothing that's worth any money. I think my most expensive thing is the New York Comic Con Mandalorian Funko Pop, and that goes in between 4 and 5. There's such volatility, whatever the hell that word is, in the price of them that it goes in between $400 and $500 every few weeks or so. Um, I would really, I don't really check on them because it's not a big deal to me. They're just sitting there. It doesn't really matter if it's $5 or $5,000. I mean, $5,000, I'd probably make sure it's taken care of a little bit better. But you know what? I got it for free, so that's what's awesome.
That's even better.
So for New York Comic Con, you sign up like what kind of for raffles on what you want to get, and I wanted to get into the Funko Raffle. Well, everybody wants to get the Funko Raffle because even if you don't collect Funko Pops, you go spend the day in the line there, and you buy as many Funko Pops as you can end up making a couple $1,000s. Just picking things up, and it was like, which Funko Pop are you looking for? And I marked this one, and a couple weeks after, it could have been a couple months after, I don't even remember, after the convention, I got an email from Funko saying that they were sending me a Funko Pop, and it was that one that came in the mail. And I was like, all right, sweet. So I'm glad I didn't go ahead and spend the money.
It's a good deal.
And buy it. No,
That's a good.
I didn't check out today. A lot of they've been dropping a lot of Funkos on Mandalorian Mondays. I didn't look to see if they dropped any Funkos today. I don't think they did. I think it was a Darksaber, a Boba Fett helmet, which there's a bunch of them, a couple of T-shirts, Slave One. It looks like. There's a bunch of other things too, a bunch of clothes that came out, but no Funkos right now. So do you know if there's any Funkos that are on the horizon that we should know about, or plan on saying take my money?
Other than the Clone Wars set that should be dropping or has already dropped with either last week or this week. I know my pre-order should be coming because I pre-ordered them through Amazon. They should be coming either tomorrow or Wednesday, I want to say. And then there's a new concept art series set coming out, I think, in March. They has like the concept for Yoda, R2-D2, another Darth Vader, and I think it's maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't remember if there's a fourth character or not. Maybe it's a C-3PO, I want to say.
No, there is a fourth one that is coming out. You have the Darth Vader one. What is it? You have Darth Vader. You have another concept of Yoda with him being old. You have another C-3PO pop, and then you have an R2-D2 pop where he looks like you just took a couple of pots and pans and put them together.
Yeah, I did see that one.
But yeah, those are due out. Well, it depends on who you order them from, and what you're getting. I get a lot of my stuff from Entertainment Earth. I usually get it a little bit after everybody else, but it comes in good condition. Like everybody knows, I just got in case you don't know, I got a Black Series figure from Walmart or Target recently, and there was a sticker going right across of it. As someone that has them as collectibles, even though I don't really care about the price of them, I keep them in the box. So if you put a sticker across the box, it's now pretty much useless for me. Um, or another one with Walmart, they sent it to me. The box is crushed, and can't send out another one. So it's just Entertainment Earth packs their shit really really well. Um, so you don't have to worry about that. You might not get it right away, or a lot of times, like for Black Series, for example, I'll order a case of them. And there's usually 6 new ones that come out in a line. Sometimes there's 8, but you'll get 2 extras. And it's either hit or miss on if they're good extras or not. Um, and like if the case comes out, maybe everybody else gets it in January. They'll have the case come out and they'll send it to you in February, and then the loose figures they'll have for you in March or April. So even though you can buy them in January everywhere else, but it just saves around from a lot of running around and whatever. And if I was really into making sure I had the first video out there, that would be a different story. But I just want them to have in my possession. So it doesn't really matter if it's the first day or a couple days after.
Yeah, we've had that ability to turn around and have the first release out. Me and you about a year
Uh,
ago.
yeah, I picked up a Funko Pop, and I told Kylo, I said, "Hey, I got this guy." I said, "How did you get it?" And I said, "They called me from GameStop and said they had it." And he said, "That doesn't come out till next week." Then Kylo, why don't you tell them a story about how things work in the GameStop collecting Funko world or whatever it is.
Because I think it was late January. I think you went to GameStop to pick up some pre-orders or something. You grabbed, and they had the Yoda with the hut or his hut, and that was technically street dated for the middle of March. So uh, you acquired it, broke the system, not knowing that that's what was going to happen, but you broke the street date system out there on the East Coast, and then you got a hold of me, talked to me about it. I think I just picked up Junior from school, and then we went straight over there, and like, oh, we can't sell that. That's street dated from March. I'm like, ring it up. I go scan it. I go because it was just sold out on the East Coast. Oh, that's not possible. That's not possible. I'm like, I'm talking to the dude who just bought it. I go, the system is broke. I go, now the street date's lifted. So they scanned it, rang it up, and it's like, yeah, all right. Well, she's like, yeah, apparently something happened. I go, I know what happened. I go, somebody out New York screwed up and sold it to somebody I know. So I purchased it, went home, and then probably within, what was it, maybe like an hour, we did a live stream.
Yep.
And we presented it, and it was a pretty cool video we did.
Yeah, it was a good video. It was a lot of fun, and that's the one issue that we have. We do this for fun. It would be nice to make some money on it, but that's why the super chats help. But we did an unboxing video that was an hour long. Nobody's gonna watch an hour long unboxing video, but we're friends, and that's what we do. This is how we get together and talk. We have Lego Builder Gamer 1999 asking how the Discord's been since he left.
I don't know who that is.
We haven't been in that Discord in over a year.
Is he talking about the old Discord that we were both in?
Yeah.
Oh, the old, not to be named Discord. Okay.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
CIA,
no.
the Canadian CIA agent.
Okay. Yeah. No free publicity here for him.
Yeah, we left that about a year and a half ago. And it'd be right. If not
We
longer.
left, I think. No, we left early December because I left, and then you and him got into it over remaining friends with me because he was trying to tell you who you could and couldn't be friends with. and then you're just like, you left, and then we hooked back up and started doing videos and stuff again.
Yep. All right. So it's here. Whatever. But yeah. So.
No problem, Lego Builder, the gamer 1999. You don't have to apologize. No, that's all right. We just haven't been in that. We have our own gig going.
Yeah. If Kylo apologized for every time he was wrong, man, it would just be a show of apologies.
Yeah, my ass.
Since I'm never wrong, I never need to apologize.
Yeah, my ass.
Um.
Yeah, you still haven't apologized for telling me that Boba Fett was dead. You told me he's not alive. You're just feeding into the hype or whatever the hell it was.
Everything's canon until it's not, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I was still right. I called that ahead of time, but then I might have got a leak from my Star Wars wife too, but you never know. But I know, but technically she didn't leak it to me, but we're just saying because that Condor over there thinks that that's his wife.
I'm in a polyamorous relationship with Cara Dune, Padme Amidala, a couple Twi'leks. Got rid of them there.
Yeah, Ula was pretty hot.
Not L3 because even though it's polyamorous and whatever, that she's just so annoying, man. Thank God she's in the Millennium Falcon and can't talk anymore.
Well, there's another wannabe podcaster on YouTube that has a weird obsession with L3 anyways.
I mean, okay, whatever. Seems kind of weird to me, but all right, whatever boats the floats, I guess they say, or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not down with all the kids in the lingo anymore. I'm. What am I talking about, man? I'm on Live It. That's just nothing but a bunch of kids. I'm like geriatric, when it comes to that. But
careful. Just as long as you don't work for the Canadian CIA, you'll be okay.
No, I'm just a Canadian from the CIA.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you already said it, kind of like how you felt when the prequels came out, but I think like what happened with, I'm not going to put anything in your mouth. I mean, or admit to it, but such as words.
Yeah, this is wrong tank.
Okay. I think it grew on a lot of people. Kind of like what's going to happen with the sequel trilogy. I mean, you have those idiots and the haters out there that are another hashtag that it ruined my childhood or whatever. A lot of the. See, there's a difference between a hashtag for a movement and a hashtag as a group. When your life is a hashtag for a group, it seems like there's a lot more issues going on with you than just wanting something to happen. When it's a hashtag for a movement, like make Solo 2 happen or something like that, or like make Turbis canon, that's different than saying change this or whatever. Like when you're saying change something, it's not yours to be changed. So if you're saying I want something to happen that hasn't happened yet, that's a different story. But when you're saying go ahead and change it, whether it's whatever it is, it's not yours to do. So that's where the issue comes in. But yeah, so like I think that I always liked the prequels. Like at the time that the prequels came out, I was still a Star Wars fan, but I was into girls more than I was Star Wars, and I was into drinking and partying more than I was Star Wars. So I would go see them in the theater, and I had the one of the first Star Wars encyclopedias that came out after that, or maybe before that, in the early '90s or mid '90s. But it's just, I don't know. I just got sidetracked because Pauline just said that she feels that some people never like The Last Jedi, And I
I
mean,
liked it. I almost wore the hat, but I wore this Mandalorian insignia hat instead. I was gonna wear the Just for You, the Last Jedi hat.
and so here's my thing with the Last Jedi. People were expecting something when Luke came back. They were expecting the Luke we got in this last Mandalorian episode, um, and that's not what they got because at that point in his life, that's not where the story took him. Like if you watch any of the, there was a. Thank God I'm not on Twitter anymore because I can't even deal with all the fucking idiots that are on there. And oh, this is this or that or whatever. It's just like, it happens at different points in time. And I love Luke Skywalker, but I keep saying this, and I'm surprised like this hasn't fucking canceled me. Luke Skywalker has been a failure his entire life. I mean, he's told to put the droids away, and he loses the droids. So now he's got to go find the droids, and going to find the droids, he comes back, and his aunt and uncle are killed. He he destroys the Death Star. Well, guess what? They just built another one. It didn't do anything. He leaves to go save his friends. Doesn't save them. Makes everything worse. Goes back. And his master dies. Decides to start a new order, and because of his own hubris and believing in the visions he was having, whether or not, you say it's his fault because Palpatine was still around and influencing him, he caused all this. So everything bad that's happening, it's like the Skywalker curse. It doesn't matter what you do, everything he does is wrong and is bad. Until he gives his life to save the Resistance. That's the only thing that happened. Becoming one with the Force is the only thing. So, hey, we got Ord's board up in here. He's probably disagreeing with everything I'm saying right now. But yeah, episode 1 is in the top 3 because it was the first one he saw on the big screen. Did I bring this up here for them to see?
That actually, but see that reasoning there. Not saying it's bad reasoning, but that's a big reasoning for a lot of the younger group of people because that's the first one that they got to see on the big screen. And I mean now, like I said earlier, being older and actually watching it, not being a college kid, I do like it now. When I was in college, I thought it was by far the worst Star Wars movie to date.
But that's the issue a lot of people have because they go in with, I have high expectations because I want it to be good. It can be something that I don't like, but if it's good, I can still say, subjectively, that it was a good, whatever it was, TV show, film, book, whatever. I might not like it, but it doesn't mean that it's not good. Well, people, when people expect something, this is going to happen to this character, or the story's going to go this way, and then it doesn't happen, and then they're upset and can't get over the fact that it's not their story. We all love Star Wars, but it's not ours. I would love to be on the story group. It's never going to happen. I'd say everybody, go take that $1 bet in Vegas that I'll never get it because if I do, y'all be freaking millionaires. It's never going to happen. And then it would be my story that I'm telling. So, and then you get people that will argue, well, whose story is it? Well, it's the story group. It's the directors. It's the producers. It's the head honchos at Lucasfilm. It's the head honchos at Disney. They all work on it together. So, yeah, there you go. Or it said, like me, me and Lunga too. Me and Lunga hates or doesn't like the last guy, the Last Jedi, or like he thinks that Galaxy's Edge is freaking stupid because he hates amusement parks. So
what do you think about this comment? No, not the Me Too one. Where did it go? This one here. This one, Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian makes up for Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi.
That's the thing. Makes up for what?
It can't. Lego Builder, it can't, because here's the thing. How could something in the storyline from the past make up for something that was closer to the present? Like how it came out cinematically, yes. I don't see here's the thing. On this channel, we all can disagree with something else, but it doesn't make you wrong. Because everyone here, your opinions, they're your opinions. We can't take it away from you, and we respect most people's opinions except for Michael's. His opinion don't mean a damn thing. But
what the fuck is going on? This is a takeover? It's a coup?
It's a coup. But yeah, I kind of want to see. I kind of see your logic in a way, to where everybody is so down on, and that's probably where you're coming from, is everybody's so down on Luke for the Last Jedi, and on how his character was ultimately was portrayed in that movie. But that was only screwed up because Rian Johnson sucks. And then
Kylo's been canceled, everybody. Okay, so anyways.
And then in The Mandalorian, everything was so hyped up because some of us expected to see him. Some of us kind of had an idea he's coming. But a lot of people were shocked that it was Luke that answered Grogu's, or whatever the hell you called him the other night, Grogonopolis, or whatever the hell you were calling him.
Grogonop, I don't know. I call them like 18 different things.
Yeah, it was some weird shit. And then for them to, he was probably the only big Jedi out there that would respond to the call. So that's why he's held in a higher light. There's other Jedi still alive out there. I think I would have been more shocked if it would have been Mace Windu rather than Luke Skywalker, because everybody in the world was thinking, oh, it's got to be Luke that's going to come take him to go do the, to take him to begin his new Jedi Order. So everybody was thinking it was going to be Luke. I was hoping it was Mace Windu, maybe Ezra.
I wanted someone completely different, so we had all new stories to be told on the person that survived. Or,
how about Cal Kestis?
Yep, and keep it going.
That would have been cool.
There's so many different ways, and it's not up for us to decide. It should have been, or could have been, or whatever. We can sit here and talk about, could you imagine if it was this person? Could you imagine how it would have been different if it was this person? But it's not really, and I say it too. I say a lot of times it should have, or they should have, and I don't mean they should have. I mean, could you imagine if it was, and talk about the scenario that way. But so here's the thing, Lego or Builder or Gamer or 1999 or whatever we're calling you nowadays. Who even knows? Or Lego Builder 1999, the Gamer of 1143, your last message.
Or maybe he's the Lego Gamer.
Could be. We all wanted to see Luke Skywalker come in and kick ass. The problem is, that's not the story they told us, and people couldn't get over the fact that that's not what happened. And I can guarantee you, Luke Skywalker coming in The Mandalorian, they did not write him in saying, this is going to fix it for whatever, or this is going to be it. This is the story they decided to tell. It's because this is the story they want to tell, not because they're trying to make people happy that weren't happy. Because, this is the one thing that I always say, Star Wars makes its money off of normal people. And when I say normal people, I mean people that aren't here on a Monday night or Tuesday night or whatever night of the week, sitting in, listen to a couple guys talk about Star Wars, or watching YouTube channels for anybody else, or gamers or whatever. I mean the people that just turn on in the background when it's on TNT. People that go to the movie theaters one time to see it. And this is one of the arguments I always have with Roe. from Scarif, he always says, yeah, but think about all the people that go to see it multiple times. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. So if you take a movie theater that seats 100 people and there's 10 people in there that have seen it 10 times, that fills the movie theater one time. But yet you have all these other people that go see it all day long for everywhere else. The only thing it does is when you have people talking about it, but that's, these are all conversations that we can have at a different time. Because, then we can talk about Solo and why did Solo not do well? Is it a combination of many things? Like, it was right after and they didn't do any marketing. They had to basically film the movie twice. So there was no marketing because they spent their money making the movie again. All these other things, people were kind of thrown off. I'm going to tell you right now, I know you guys have heard the story. I went to Good Morning America to be the first fucker because I'm not a normal person. Like, I'm not, like I said, sitting around talking about Star Wars, having a YouTube channel, and everybody knows I'm the Star Wars guy. So I could be the first one to see that trailer for Solo. Why? Because I wanted to see it 6 seconds before you did on TV. I was the only person there that knew that they were going to have Solo on that day. That got tickets in advance. There was one other person there that was a Star Wars fan that was wearing a Star Wars shirt. They put him and I together, and he didn't even know there was a Solo movie coming out. He just happened to be wearing a Star Wars t-shirt. And, he was just like, yeah, I like the t-shirt. So that's what I'm going to say just about how bad the marketing was on that. That out of all the people, there's always people in line trying to get, tickets and whatever, because it's like, hey, dude, listen, I went to Good Morning America and I saw the trailer before anybody else. It was by 6 seconds or whatever the delay is, 10 seconds, but I was still there. It's something I'm never going to forget, until I get Alzheimer and poop on myself. But maybe that's the one thing I'll remember. Who knows? Maybe it will be, blowing up firecrackers and shit. But anyways, we're getting all way sidetracked here.
But
Kylo, all right.
I think, well, hold on, because I think he wanted to see the Luke Skywalker that showed up in Mandalorian was probably 23 to 26 years old, somewhere give or take a couple years, in comparison to The Last Jedi, where he's 30 years later, so he's
50s, mid-50s.
So you're expecting a 50-year-old guy to be out there kicking ass like he just did as a 24, 25-year-old in The Mandalorian. There's a big difference. That's why The Last Jedi, it was old Luke. He's old. Look at him. Granted, in The Mandalorian, that wasn't Mark Hamill doing that. You know what I mean? That was I would say Sebastian Stan or whoever was doing it.
It wasn't even him; it was somebody else that they got.
Yeah, but it was But that character that we saw on Friday night, or me and you saw on Thursday night, Friday morning, or whatever, however you want to call it, that was a early to mid 20s Luke Skywalker. So he was agile and able to do so. Episode 8's Luke Skywalker was mid-50s. He's been secluded in exile, so he wasn't as active and, as limber and whatever. So that's why I think he's saying that the Luke Skywalker that we saw on Friday or Thursday night was the one that some people expected in episode 8. And there's, I guess the best explanation I can give you is the age difference,
But what other people forget about is Star Wars is based off of, George Lucas watching spaghetti westerns and Japanese films and things like that. And when you're being trained as, whatever it is, in martial arts or this or that, at 20 years old, you're gung-ho. You want to get out there. You want to fight. You want to do this. You want to do that. By the time you're 50, 60, and you're, a real master, you've already done all that. And you've learned that the best way to defeat someone, if you can, is to not fight them at all and let them, destruct them, be self-destructive. And that's something that I actually use in real life. You just let people bury themselves. Um, and eventually they do. Every once in a while, you poke them a little bit just to make sure. Hey, remember I'm still here. Remember I'm still here. But eventually, they're gonna fail, and all you can do is just be like, "Yep, you guys should have listened to me the whole time," or "This is what I've been saying," or "You did it to yourself."
Or I told you so.
Yep. I mean, how many? I mean, like, all right. For example, I'm just going to make this correlation because a lot of people, I'm going to guess a lot of the younger generations or people that are younger than Kyle and myself. Even though we weren't really around for the OT, we're not those people that went to go see it in the theater. The new Cobra Kai series. The Karate Kid. You have Mr. Miyagi. He's old. He's lived his life, and he's always patience. Do this, do that. He can still whoop some fucking ass when he needs to, but he's always patience and karate's for defense and this and that. Daniel wants to go out and kick some ass, and then what happens? Even though Daniel's older now, he didn't have that guidance from Mr. Miyagi, and he's still trying to go out and kick some ass, and he's being a fucking jack off, and it really isn't. It's not working. It's not the right way. It's not the thing to do. And he's finally realizing, oh shit, look at what I did. Look at what happened. I'm, instead of using my head, I'm trying to use my fists or my feet or my lightsaber or, whatever it happens to be, my sword, and it makes things worse. Oh, dude, Lego Builder, man. No, this is what we do. We just sit here and we talk Star Wars, and if it wasn't this, it would be something completely different. So,
yeah, no issues at all, man. You brought up a good point. Gave us a shot to turn around and discuss it.
yeah, I mean that's that's the thing. You never know what we're going to talk about here. It kind of has a mind of its own. A lot of people when they're coming out here, to this, okay, what's the topic going to be? It's like we're going to talk about you and whatever comes up. I already know, most people on here already know Kylo because he's probably been on 100 shows, close to it, 70 shows, whatever it is.
Yeah, I've been on here. I've been on here sober. I've been on here drinking in the septic tank. That is. I've been on multiple shows. I've been in chats with people. Been in other shows with like the How Chronicles. I've been in chats with them. Been in your chats. I've been in the Howlcron house with you and Rural Farm Boy. I mean, I've been around. I've interacted with just about everybody in the chat right now, or at least the names that I've seen. So, I mean, it feels like home. That's why I love this channel. That's why I'm part of it still. And I mean, I have my own branched off channel, but I do more content on this one because there's a lot more interaction and a lot more of our friends are here. So
No, yeah. So it's like, and it's also different too because it's not just like someone that I know that's been on the show a few times, or that I've talked to in chats or whatever. Kylo and I talk outside of this. We talk about things, that aren't necessarily Star Wars. So I mean that's kind of where,
quite
it's
often.
different. Where like I always say, this isn't an interview because I talk way too much for it to be an interview. But this is more of. I've had people on here and we talk about food for the first 45 minutes. I have people that get on and we talk about nothing but, Star Wars. So, yeah, it's just, it's just, every time it's going to be different. I can't, call it an interview or whatever it's going to be.
Right. Usually it is. I mean, it is an interview, but we get off topic and we just talk about whatever we see going on in the chat and whatever. I think we're about to discuss my my opinions on the sequel trilogy, I think, before we got sidetracked. Is that right? I think you asked that, and then we looked at the chat.
I don't even know what the hell we're talking about half the time. So
Well, anyways, we'll go into the original trilogy. My favorite movie is Empire Strikes Back, hands down. The best movie of the Star Wars saga, in my opinion. Return of the Jedi is great. Close that out. The original set of Star Wars movies, pretty good. Sequel trilogy, I loved them. Force Awakens, just the nostalgia, all the Easter eggs, the throwbacks to the original trilogy. Um, Very well done, very well directed, great story, great way to introduce new characters, great way to give fanfare to some of us middle-aged folk, or on our way to becoming middle-aged folk. Some of us original, growing up with the OT. And then Last Jedi, we've been talking about that quite a bit. I like that one. And then here's the big elephant in the room, The Rise of Skywalker. My opinion, and I don't care what anybody else thinks, I loved it. My only issue is I believe The Rise of Skywalker should have been a 2-part, like Marvel did with Infinity War and Endgame. They tried to they put too much together in a 3-hour movie. It should have been a 6-hour, 2-movie type deal like Marvel. Marvel was smart enough to do it in 2 movies. And that's my opinion. It's still a great movie. I love all the movies, but I think they should have split that and done it, 9 and 10. But then they couldn't do it because everything's a trilogy.
yeah,
What do you think?
Merry Christmas, my dude. Oh, that's not you. That's this one. Merry Christmas, man. I'll swing by and I'll see you on on your chat whenever. Everybody go give Ord's Boards a follow. He's definitely a little bit more critical of Star Wars than I am, and there's a lot of Star Wars he doesn't like, and he will tell you about it. But he'll also sit there and talk to me about it, and listen to me why I love it. So that's why we can get along. He talks about how
here.
He hates things, and I talk about how I love it, the thing that he hates. So
There's our good friend Vader's girl, Miss Cat.
Vader's girl, how are you doing?
I hope you're feeling better right now, Vader's girl, because I know with the weather and everything, you weren't feeling so. Hopefully you're feeling less achy. We'll say.
So one of these days we're going to get Cat on here. I mean,
that's the interview of the year right there. Anybody with it.
I have seen her on another YouTube show before. Just saying. So, yep. She was on screen as a contestant, but she doesn't want to come on here. That's fine. I understand. A little heartbroken. Yeah, dude. Peace out, man. Yeah, everybody go follow me. It's.
See you later, Ord's Board.
Yeah, like I already said, we have a lot of different viewpoints, but you know what? We can disagree and still be friends. And Kyle and I disagree with things, and I think he's a fucking idiot half the time, and I tell him that. But that's just afterwards we're still friends. It doesn't really mean anything.
No, what do you know? You're a New Yorker, so.
Well, I mean, you're from,
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You're a Buffalo. You're from Buffalo.
Buffalo's in New York. Shows how stupid.
Yeah,
you are.
I know. You're at the tip of Canada, so you're partially Canadian.
I mean, listen.
Oh, damn it, there we're both. Yeah, that too. I see that down there.
Oh,
that
okay.
too.
Don't you have control over this too tonight, or is that only something? I don't know. Because I know you can bring people in and out, but I wasn't really sure.
I haven't seen anybody. We haven't even dropped the link. That's probably why But we're still chit chatting before this falls off the rails.
Scott C., thanks for joining us.
A little more on race progression and learning the force would have been nice. Not just in learning to pro. The gap between 8 and 9 pertaining to her ability is a little nuts. Alright, Kylo Ren's talking out of my phone. I think Scott C is, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, I think that's my old boss. I sent him the link for him to come hang out with us when we do Star Wars talk. Because he's a big Star Wars fan. We used to talk Star Wars at work.
All right. Yeah, so a little more on race progression and learning the Force would be nice. Not just I'm pro. The gap between 8 and 9 pertaining to her ability is a little nuts. You got to remember, as being a diet, it's explained as being a diet in the Force when it is your boss or your old boss. When that diet connection happened, when Kylo force raped her brain, it unlocked something inside of her that was never there before, or that was never awakened. The Force awakened in her, so it came back. So even though she never had the training and kind of just had these little feelings or whatever, it was just like, okay, I'm gonna start taking karate. Boom! Because you gave me this brain implant. I'm now a black belt, but I don't know how to use it, so I'm learning it.
Do we know how much time lapsed between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker?
Between how much?
Between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker.
About, I think it was a little over a year.
Yeah, that's not enough for her to go from Last Jedi to her abilities in The Rise of Skywalker. I mean, because she didn't technically, like, Luke was already dead, so she didn't have a master to train her, because Luke only had her on Octu. Well, we don't know how long that time period where she was on Octu during The Last Jedi was either. There's no time span, at least that I picked up in the movies or that I understood while she was there.
But that's all right. So this is where you get into like on Octo, time is distorted. On Dagobah, time is distorted. So even though you're only there for, let's say, a week, time-wise, it's a month, and like the rest of the world time. And I don't have an exact number on that, but there's just a time distortion where time's different there because of the way that the Force is. So
that's a pretty cool way of looking at getting an MRI done. Lego Builder says, I had an MRI the other day on my back, so while I was in the machine, instead of worrying about the fear of possibly having back issues, which I fully understand because I have severe back issues, I imagined that I was a clone trooper getting scanned for a chip. That's, you know what, Lego Builder, next time I go in for one, because I will have to, I think I'm going to do that. That might ease my mind a little bit more. Because that is a damn good way of trying to distract yourself. Thank you for sharing. Everybody else, that man has given us a way of fighting the fear of that annoying ass machine. Gibby the Great, I hope I said that right. Gibby the Great. Hey guys, new to the channel. Really like the chemistry you guys got here to give and talk Star Wars.
Well, give
The
me
chemistry, we got good. The chemistry's great. He's a New Yorker, and I'm a Chicagoan. Always, always a good interaction. We both know our Star Wars. We'll both argue and say the other one's dumber than the other one, or I'm better looking than he is. That's what goes without saying. But and we can go back and forth. Me and Michael, like you said, we just don't jump on YouTube and have do videos together sometimes 3 times a week, because you can't build a chemistry that way. Me and Michael talk on a daily basis. Um, Either video here, we do the Instagram talking. We've had phone calls. We talk outside of here. We talk real life, not just Star Wars. Most of the time, Star Wars is our life, and that is real life to us. But we do talk so this way we can go back and forth.
Yeah. And so, give it a say. So the Bacta tank, it's more of like an interview show. But this is the first time. I mean, Kylo and I have been, talking Star Wars and doing YouTube together for, over a year, on and off, and some other places too. This is the first time he's ever been on as like the featured guest. He's always just on. We do the septic tank on Saturday nights, which is kind of a not kind of, it's not safe for work. Mom, please don't watch kind of show. And then we have shows just during the week whenever they pop up, whether it be collecting or toys or other shows that are coming on, or just whatever we feel like talking about.
If you guys want to see good chemistry between me and Michael, watch a septic tank, because that's completely uncensored, and we do it that way. And that's where, ask Vader's Girl 28 in the chat. She'll tell you. That's where or Pauline, I think's been there before. That's where me and Michael really hit our chemistry, because we don't have to worry. Monday nights we try not to. We try to keep it, strict to what we're trying to do. Saturday night's a free for all, guys. You guys got to come check us out on Saturday night.
Yeah, only a couple F-bombs a day, on here. On the septic tank, though, man, it's a free-for-all.
Scott, you want to come check out a Saturday night septic tank, buddy. Trust me, you will.
Maybe you don't.
No, he knows me well enough. He'll want to show up to check him out after his little one goes to bed. Let's see. I'm trying to get a good Dooku figure because I'm currently reading Jedi Lost. Not familiar with that one.
And two, Scott, she didn't know how to use a lot of her powers. She didn't know that she didn't know that she was going to heal. I forget what the hell it's called, but the snake, the trouser snake. Sorry, the wrong show. She didn't know. She didn't know how she was going to heal, or know that she was going to heal the snake in that movie. She just did it and didn't know how. She just had a feeling, I can do this, and did it. And it scared her and freaked her out as much as it did make her feel good that she can do something like this.
I think she's just trying to soothe it by showing that she wasn't aggressive towards it, and then in that aspect when she touched it, to say, hey, I'm not going to hurt you, no reason to be defensive or violent. And then during that aspect, then I think, her good intentions, I think, is where the healing comes from. That happens in real life too.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know. I just like all Star Wars. There's some of it that I don't like. Kylo loves The Rise of Skywalker. I think that out of, it's like, I can't say the best to the worst. It's favorite to least favorite, because I would rather watch The Rise of Skywalker over the majority of vast other media that's out there. Hey, we got Ro popping in here. Ro, we were just talking about you. You came up.
Bro,
We were talking about how Star Wars makes its money off normal people or about crazy people like us. Um, and I said, Ro and I always disagree on this. I say this and he says this. But see, Ro, you're all over the place, man. Even when you're not there, you're still in our heads.
right.
So
It's a Chicago thing.
yeah, just so everybody know, Ro is from the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast, and it is part of the Red 5 network, so go check them out on all of your social medias.
He's
and
also a
such.
fellow Chicago area native, too.
Well, I don't hold that against him. But yeah, all right, so I'm going to give a little sneak preview to people. I was in the middle of doing something with the show. So the show started a little bit late because, Kylo's in a different time zone, and we have to, make arrangements for things. Next week's show, I don't have an exact time for it either. It's going to be on Tuesday, not on Monday, because my Buffalo Bills are playing Monday, and I'll be watching the game and not doing the box tank. So it's going to be on Tuesday instead, and the person that is going to be on it is going to be the wife of someone that's been on the show before, because she wants to talk Star Wars. He's going to be there because she's like, I can talk about characters, but you guys start talking about canon, and I get confused. So, if you guys remember, my buddy Mr. Dylan Gray was on. He's kind of a little bit ADHD or whatever letters you want to put in there for saying kind of spastic. His wife's going to be on, wants to talk Star Wars with me. So he's going to be on too, but just kind of filling in some blanks for her where she needs help or whatever it is. But I was, anyways, yeah, so they're in California and they can't start till 7 or 8 their time, which is 10 or 11 our time. So, you know what, dude? If you can't catch it live, you're going to have the replay right after tomorrow when you wake up or when you get home or whatever it is. So this is what I was working on today. Whoa, it goes all the way around the room. Well, it doesn't really go around the room because I need the other part of the room for other things too. We have a green screen that is going to be back there going around, so that now when I do my virtual reality play-alongs that I do on Live It, instead of it being me on the screen with the virtual reality screen, it's going to be me as in the game as I can be. I don't have a mocap suit or anything like that. I do have a Patreon, by the way, if you guys heard. So if anybody wants to dump some money for me to get a mocap suit, I don't know what that is, but probably just drain your bank account, sell your house, and that should cover it. I mean, listen, I'll take a couple dollars. I'll take a couple dollars a month from you, if that's what it takes. But just give me 10 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand, and we'll see if we can get a mocap suit. So I'm actually in the game. But yeah, I'm gonna, so it's gonna be around. So like when I play,
That a Twilight movie or something?
when I play Vader Immortal, I'll be in there, or at least it'll be a little bit better of a setup for that. Coming soon to a YouTube Live It Twitch channel near you.
It's interesting to see what you're going to do with that green screen, because in this way you could just have it for your backdrop for like the videos too. I was thinking about doing a green screen, but I have a lot of nice stuff I like to show off behind me when I jump on. So wherever I'm at, I thought about doing this video down in my Star Wars room, but I haven't really tested the full strength of the Wi-Fi going down there. I would hate to have a Ronnie J type Wi-Fi issue or something like that.
Well,
or maybe or a
to be
farm
honest,
boy one.
I'm probably going to have to move the camera back over to here for the green screen so that you get the wall and that because it doesn't.
Dude, we almost wore the same Star Wars shirt. I almost put that Kylo Ren one on. The one you have on, the one from the Last Jedi. I almost put that one on, but then I wore this one instead.
I actually looked for that shirt today, but I think it was in the dirty laundry or it was towards the bottom, and I just was too lazy to keep going through the closet for it. But see, here's the issue. On this side, then, it doesn't go all the way around. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it doesn't go all the way around. I mean, I still got to go. It's going to go probably halfway to the window. But it's going to end there, and then, if I have it like this, and I use that as my green screen, you'll be able to, it'll only be half of it. So I'll have to figure it out and go with it, but, I don't think I'm allowed to do the entire room green screened in. I think I'll get in trouble for that. I was when I said I was getting a green screen, she thought I meant just to go instead of this backdrop. I said, no, I'm going to get a green screen for the room. And she said, okay. She thought I meant for the room, not for the room.
Have you seen the comments from Rocket? You are a nerd for liking Star Wars? Sure.
Yep.
Damn right.
Nerds.
All day.
Yep. Nerds rule the world. So, yeah, I mean, like, look at your nerds that you have made by Star Wars. Look at your nerds that are the richest people in the world. Or the richest people in the world, nerds. So, yeah.
Sorry for what?
I'm guessing that's a friend of his coming in here just to bust his balls like I would to Kylo if me and Kylo went to a chat and saw it. Or, I mean, they're, that's... We are nerds.
I love that we can chill and love Star Wars. This is what this channel's about. And this is what this show is about, is loving Star Wars and sharing our love for it. Gibby the gay? Oh man, I don't know him.
Alright, well, he's probably gone now. Whatever. He can... Rocket Joke, here, if you want to come on here and talk about this, dude, I have no problem about making you cry and being a little bitch. So, here you go. There you go.
Kill yourself.
There you go, dude.
Oh, it's cancel culture is here. Which one of them is it?
You don't need to be a keyboard warrior, dude. Have some fucking balls and get on here and come chat. There's the link.
That's kind of it's very no, Gibby, you shouldn't have to put up with that kind of crap. We don't tolerate that crap in here. It's a good thing that Ganon cut him off. Patrick got him. Good, he's out of here.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's...
And I'm going to finish him off real quick, too.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, we don't tolerate that here. Oh my God, if you're somebody who's not supposed to be here, yeah, don't send your goons in here either.
But yeah, so anyways.
Yeah, exactly, Scott. He's in good company. We will stick up for him because we don't put up with that shit in here. Go ahead, Michael. I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go. What do we think about Dave Filoni taking the torch of Star Wars? I mean, he was probably, that was the intention of George Lucas. If George Lucas wouldn't have sold it, he would have been at the helm, and George Lucas would have, he was training him. He was mentoring him, and he was basically his Jedi master, and he was a Padawan. But yeah, there you have it. You know, it's a group effort. It's a group of people, and it's funny. We were talking about when we were doing the either the pre-show or the post-show for this last episode of the Mandalorian. We were talking about who the director. It was the pre-show that we did, and we're talking about, well, who do we think it is that is on that directed it. I said, oh no, it already leaked who it was, and they're like, oh, we didn't see anything, and I was like, you know what? I'm never on fucking Twitter, and I see what it is, for a second or two, and it was just like, okay, and he's the one that directed 2, which everyone said was, oh, it's a filler, it's filler. But now he's the best director in the world because he gave us Luke Skywalker. He didn't give us Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker was already there. The script was already written. All he did is say, do this, do this, do this, do this. So yeah, like Patrick said, like Gannon said, it's a group effort.
Oh, Patrick's here. Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Patrick. Patrick, you hopping on? Anybody wants to hop on, man? Anybody wants to hop on, you can get on here. And
I think Patrick's waiting for Jennifer Aniston to show up, or his Jennifer Aniston to show up.
All right, he's not getting on tonight.
Damn. No Jennifer Aniston for you. I put her away now. Okay. I had her all ready.
Do I hear... Well, hello there, Miss Jackie. Do I hear Miss Jackie in the back?
Yeah, that's her in the background.
Does she want to come and say hello?
Does she want to come and say hello? I don't know. She's like one of those looky-loos. Maybe. I don't know. There's movement.
I know, it's like Danielle, she's a trained actress and worked on films and stuff like that. But fuck, dude, I have the camera on for Live It, and she's like running the other way. I gotta turn the camera and stuff like that. It's like, you know what? If you ever fucking said 10 years ago that I'm gonna have a YouTube channel and sit around and talk about Star Wars, and I'm gonna, be a contracted streamer on Live It and just sit there and talk about my life and film myself for people to watch, I'd be like, dude, you are on drugs. I'd bet you any amount of money in the world that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, she's here. She's sitting over there. She's working on something for a coworker, for the coworker's grandkids to do for Christmas. Like some activities. Something called Grinchmas. Like the Grinch's version of Christmas, but he doesn't steal it. So she's working on that, like some activities for them to do, like some like a dice game. She's doing like a Grinch.
I am doing Grinch Yahtzee for my coworker.
Say hello.
I did say hello. I waved.
Say hello to my little friend. She's little.
I said hi.
Hi, Mike.
How are you doing?
Background. That is so cool. I'm actually just now seeing your background, and I really like it.
Well, I'm pretty awesome, so...
Yeah, as long as you're not a ranger with balls on the side of your head.
That's Bacta tank.
It can happen.
So yeah, she was the one who financed the amazing birthday gifts that I showed off on Saturday. The Tantive 4, or the Tantive V or however the hell you want to say it. The Lego set. Oh, Scott, I got the here. Let me show. I think I told you on Facebook today because I didn't have a picture to show you, but I'm gonna show you. Michael, I'm gonna switch this real quick so I can show him. Oh, why the hell did it go on you?
Well, here we go now, everybody. We don't like Kilo. Oh, wait. Hi.
Yeah.
I thought you left.
Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, this. Well, now it's on me. I don't know why it wasn't on me before.
Because you're
That's
new
the
here.
shit. That's the wrong side. Hold on. Scott, this is what I was telling you about. This is what I'm going to build probably Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. 1,768 pieces. And then she also got me this awesome print, too, that I have to get framed. So, and she got me a few other Star Wars related things, and I did have some Star Wars stuff arrive as well. Finally got the last piece of the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary Battle at Echo Base set. Did you get yours, Michael?
Nope.
Not yet?
Nope. Not getting one. I don't do the little ones. It's got to be at least 6 inches, or I don't want it.
That's what she said.
Oh, wrong show.
Ooh, I had to fill in, but it didn't come from a younger, sweeter voice this time.
That was awesome.
Yeah, she's not here. We're missing her, but she'll be back. She'll be back raising hell, hopefully soon.
I would expect nothing less.
Hold on, where's this? Oh, hold on. Pardon me, I'm going to lean down and plug in a laptop real quick. Are you guys into the EU? Yeah. I want to get back into the EU, honestly.
When you
I think
say
I'm going to do it
when
via
you
audio,
say,
maybe.
When you say EU, I say ew. No, I listen. Like what you like. It's just not for me. You know.
Some of it's good.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much canon Star Wars that I can't even consume it and keep up with it once you get into books and comic books and everything else like that.
Oh, somebody said EU, and we got Ganon coming in.
Hey,
What's
Patrick.
up, beautiful people?
You beautiful
Oh,
people. Beautiful
Patrick,
people.
you're gonna make me turn into Jennifer Aniston, aren't you?
Why is this?
Nah, it's too late.
Yeah, it's late over here. On the East Coast, it's 12:30.
I didn't catch it, but did you guys manage to catch the Great Convergence right after sunset tonight?
No.
The what?
The Great Convergence. It's where Jupiter and Saturn were right on top of each other, just about in the sky tonight, and made it look like a giant star.
No, because it's freaking raining and cloudy here.
Ah, man. It was clear tonight, but I just wasn't looking in the right direction at the right time.
Is that the Christmas star? And they haven't had that since
like the year 1400 or something.
Yeah,
or no, there's been one closer, but it was clearly still 2 planets. But yeah, basically since the 1200s was the last time I got there.
It's supposed to give you superpowers.
And the next one won't show up until like somewhere in the 7,000s.
Good night, Lego Builder, the gamer, 1999. Good night.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Um,
Yeah, it's too many clouds. It was misting, raining, whatever the hell you want to call
Yeah,
it.
that was last night for us.
So,
well, since Patrick here is here, and it's getting kind of late, so we'll probably be cutting things kind of close. And everybody knows, just because we had Gannon as the featured guest a week or two ago. We have Kilo this one. We're gonna try and get. We already got next week taken care of. We got a couple other people that we're gonna try and get on here. The following week's coming up, but it's that time. I wasn't sure if I was gonna have anything today because a lot of times I've been opening things on the septic tank just to open things.
I got a question for you guys.
Yes.
Did any of you guys get your Bo-Katan pre-order in today?
No, but they are still.
They were on Entertainment Earth when I got mine.
Bo-Katan Black
6-inch Black
Series?
Yeah.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, it was Amanda Monday drop at 3 p.m. your time.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if they still got them.
No, yeah, no, they're still on. You can still pre-order them. They're not coming out till May of 2021.
Yeah, I said I wouldn't get mine until like June at the earliest.
I mean, right now in my cart for Entertainment Earth. Oh wait, I don't need that in my cart. I already got that. I forgot I ordered those. I have a couple things in my cart for Entertainment Earth that I don't think I'm gonna get. I don't know because I haven't decided yet. But it's the Star Wars series archive action series. So it's a different archive series.
It's basically like the Black Series, but it's a reissue.
Yeah, which they already had the archive, but this is like better than whatever, and they're redoing the archive.
Oh.
So that's why.
So they're redoing like archive wave stuff with better tech.
They're just doing different. So it's like they did the archive wave before, but this is now like the enhanced version of the archive. So they're like, hey, we tried to do this before and it sucked. So now we're doing the same thing. So I have both sets 1 and 2 of that in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to get them though, just because of I don't know if I want to start getting into the archived ones.
Yeah.
With Entertainment Earth though, it's free shipping. I just gotta wait. Like so, I'll add if I put $25 worth of in stock items into that order, everything will be free shipping. So I just need to find $25 worth of free shit to put in there. I'm just waiting to see. So it's no big hurry. I mean, it's not coming out for another year.
You see, Hasbro also dropped the $250 Force FX lightsaber that's coming out next year.
I sure did.
That's a nice dark saber.
It is. I did not get one though.
Is it the Force FX one you said?
Yeah, they're releasing a Force FX dark saber next year.
That'd be kind of interesting just by the shape of its blade.
But like I was saying earlier, just to change the subject really quick, what we were talking about earlier, like I'm not, I don't care. I'm going to get this stuff. I don't care about, I would like to have it right away, but if I don't have it, then I don't have it. Like right now I'm waiting for the Empire Strikes Back 40th Anniversary Wave 3, which is Boba Fett, I think Chewbacca, Darth Vader. That's back ordered. So I'm still waiting on that. I'm waiting on Commander Gree and Commander Wolf. Those are coming out. They went from being back ordered. Now they're saying March of 2021. So I'll get those eventually too, I guess. I just saw that today, the March of 2021, unless that is a mistake. But then I also have the 4 Funko Pops ordered from them. I have case 4, which is coming out, and that one says coming out in March 2021 also. Do they move everything back? Because that has Ventress.
There's a lot of stuff pushed back because of just production. That's how Hasbro's always been, though, but not this bad.
Yeah. So, but then
Is
they have
Venture
other
still
ones.
available?
They have other one in the case. She is. I don't think she is by itself. But then they also have.
I gotta wait. Okay.
They have some loose figures that aren't going to be in a case that I have ordered that are coming out in January. You have Kull, Grief Karga, and Moff Gideon. So those guys are coming single. They're not going to be in a wave.
Is there a way to just buy loose figs like on a random website?
Entertainment Earth, you can.
I will start looking at that because I've never really used Entertainment Earth until today.
That's what I use, and you get the stuff after. But like that's what I was saying. You get it a couple weeks or a couple months after everybody else gets theirs, but it's safe when you get it. So we'll see.
Properly bagged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need the cases. Man, if you're just looking for some cheaper figs, that's the way to go.
Yeah, and like the one that I ordered something else from them that was back ordered, so it took me it was 5 or 6 months after I was supposed to get it. They knocked off whatever it was, 10 or 15, 20% off the regular price because of the shipping issues. But why are you going crazy? You don't like Patrick, do you? I know. But all right, so I need somebody to ask me the question because this is pretty kick ass.
What's in the box?
Well, Kilo, since you asked, let me tell you. We got in here. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do.
Santa's on the scooter in outer space. That's kind of cool.
Bam.
The Star Wars Archives.
If
4 through 6.
That's an expensive button.
Delilah, you've seen this book, except it's this big. Oh, it doesn't fit on screen. Where am I? It's this big. That's the one that ruined my chair when I put it on the chair. This is the abridged version of it that came out. And it's, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is a free copy or if this is from Amazon or not. It says that it's shipped from Amazon, but I didn't get one from them. Which I'm really weird. It doesn't have the paper in there. I mean, I guess this wouldn't have an embargo on it because the book's already out. It's just a smaller edition. So yeah, I'm not really sure how that works. Cause anyway. But yeah, we got this book, and let me actually open it up here, and I can give you a quick little shot of it, so we can see what's up. And the full abridged version, I am, once I can get shit in my life figured out, there is going to be. Oh, this is all ripped and beat up and stuff too. Well, I guess when you get a free book, just as long as I'm not paying for it, it doesn't really matter that it's too ripped up. But whatever. Yeah. So it's literally it goes through the entire first.
That's pretty cool.
First 3 movies. I'll put a link. I'll put a link on Twitter for it if anybody's interested. Maybe I already did today. I don't know. I put a couple links on there.
How much was it?
I don't know. I'd have to look because I had it ordered and this came today, and Amazon's not sending. This is what I don't understand. Amazon's not sending mine until the 23rd to the 28th is when it's expected to arrive. That's why I'm thinking maybe I got that the distributor didn't have the right books and just sent it through. That's why I don't know. I'm completely dumbfounded by it. How it's going, why I got it, and it hasn't been sent by Amazon yet, but I have an Amazon one. So yeah, I'm not really sure how that works, but yeah. it's a kick-ass book. And this one, literally, the other one is probably 3 of these books, maybe 4 of them. It's not a normal sized book. It's not even a coffee table book. I threw it on the chair and it ripped the cushion on the chair. That's how heavy it is.
Damn.
So, yeah, I'm gonna, once I get everything figured out on the I'm gonna be going through that book for Holocron House, but that's gonna be on Patreon, at least to start off with. Maybe once it's completely done, I'll just put every episode up on YouTube someday, and years to come, whenever it is, because you have the prequels archives book coming out also sometime next year. They don't have an exact date for that, but I guess we can go back over here to us peoples.
What's in the box? Nah, I just like messing with Michael sometimes. I was looking to see if I had anything new, and I'm trying to see. Do I have anything new, Joe?
I've got a box.
You got a box? What's in the box?
I got a box. What's in the box? If that's okay with Michael, I'll show what's in my box.
But Scott, here's the issue, Scott. I don't know how I got it or who it came from. It came from Amazon, but I can't call Amazon and complain because I didn't order it. And I don't know if one of the book publishers sent it to me or not because I didn't get any notifications from them. I just ended up with this book. It was never on my wish list. It was never on a waiting list. I just got this book delivered to me. I don't know how.
It doesn't say review copy or
Nope.
stickers on it or anything like that?
Nope.
Which book is it?
Star Wars Archives, and I don't think it's out yet.
Did the Hollow Chronicles boys send it to you?
I don't think so.
Sounds like something they might do, but I don't know.
No, because they would know that I
When's your birthday?
February.
Oh, okay.
They would know that I probably have it ordered or I got it for free.
Did your lady surprise you and order it for you?
Nope.
You already asked her about it? You're like,
No,
hey,
she
is this
didn't.
an early Christmas or anything?
No, she knows better than to order stuff for Star Wars for me. Because
Because she's like, Michael's probably already ordered it.
yeah. Oh, it says it came out December 13th. So I have no idea. Scott, I agree with you. Like, listen, when I order stuff, if there's something, Delilah, come here. If I order things, there's something wrong with it, I'll call the company, and if they give me the option, well, like with my Black Series, well, you can either keep it and get it for free, even though it's damaged, or you can pay for it, and we'll send you, we'll replace it. I want the good stuff. I want the right condition or whatever. I know I was talking about, I don't know what I did with it. My Black Series that I got the other day. It came with the sticker on the front of it. I called Target and I said, listen, I want this replaced. And the guy on the phone, took a minute, he came back and said, okay, well, the 2 options I can give you is you can either have a refund or you can have it replaced. He said, either way, you keep it, and I could have had my money refunded and kept it, but because I told them I want it replaced, they're sending me a second one. I'm paying for it, but now I have 2 of them.
Delilah.
That's what I want to.
Oh, hi, Patty. Hi, Patty.
Hi.
So, yeah, like if I order something, I want it to be right. Um, just like I ordered something from Walmart and the box came, and the box was in bad condition, and they wanted me to send it back for my refund, and I was like, listen, I'm not sending it back for the refund. It's part of 4. I want you to send me a new one. And they're like, well, it's back. It's out of stock. We don't know when we're going to be getting it in. I was like, fine. If it's 6 months from now, send me the new one or whatever. And they're like, well, we could just give you your money back. And I was like, I don't want my money back. I want what I ordered. So I got it for free. It's just damaged, which it depends on, once they do come back around, if it takes, a couple months or a year, in a year, do I really, after I've had it and it's damaged, do I really want to then pay full price for another one? I mean, I'll probably just keep it the way it is. It's not that badly damaged. You won't be able to probably see it, but, and by the way, the sticker came off without a problem. So, there's that too. So it's a little twofer action going on.
Well, at least it came off without damaging the bot or the package.
Yeah.
What's in the effing box? All right, hold on. What's in the flocking box? I've already dropped my quota for F-bombs, I'm sure, in the box tank.
Ooh.
It is
Very
the
nice.
Battle at Echo Base, Darth Vader and the Snow Trooper when they're getting ready to power or put together the I forget the name of the cannon that they're gonna fire at the Millennium Falcon when the Millennium Falcon's taken off inside the cave. That scene there. Now I have all of the pieces for the Hoth display I want to put together.
So yeah, I didn't get mine yet. What are these people at Amazon doing?
Deer steak sounds good. It sure does sound yummy. Yum yum.
Yeah, like all right. So that's why. Okay. I'm gonna do this real quick just because I'm confused now. This I know is not out yet.
So now my Battle Echo Base set is complete.
No, I'm just looking. So yeah, the one that I told you. Well, here, just let me do this so I can.
And by the way, this is the the Futura design cap. It's got the graffiti on the bill, and the insignia has the graffiti coloring on it too. When these came out back in I think spring or summertime, I think. Also made some jerky. I made my own recipe for some, and
so here's the one that I just got.
I want some Rancor bits.
But it says it came out December 13th, 2020. The one I had ordered set out to get it the 23rd to the 28th. This one came out last year. This one, the Star Wars Archives right here, says it came out December 13th. It's not out yet. And it says I pre-purchased it on November 23rd, 2020. It says it will arrive after Christmas. Arrives January 19th to 28th. So there's something wrong there because, like, you guys would have seen this all over the place on Twitter or Facebook or whatever if it was already out. Pictures
Right.
from it and everything. So I don't know what's going on with it. And when I go to
Scott says I'm wanting the Force Ghost Pops. I got Yoda and I'm hunting the rest. Qui-Gon was a Target one, I believe. I have him. He was a Celebration one, I think. But the Obi-Wan one that just came out, that's supposed to have been, I think, delayed from the Celebration that didn't happen this year. I'm gonna tell you now, good luck, because I don't even think I'm gonna be able to pull that one off. And there isn't any other ones like Force Ghost wise that I know of. No, there's no more other Force Ghost ones yet. They have like the holographic ones, but
yeah, so I'm looking at it right now. I
and I
ordered
probably
it. I ordered it November 23rd. So it was pre-ordered. It has not yet shipped. They'll email you with an estimated delivery date. And when you go to track package, it just says, yeah. So there's some wrongness in the Amazon thing right now.
good night, Pauline. Have a good night. Happy holidays. Hopefully
Pauline,
we'll catch
see you later.
Bye,
Good
Pauline.
night. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
We're shooting for Pauline, we're shooting for a Wednesday night stream, but that'll be on my channel. So find me on the Twitter or Instagram or something. Send me a message and I'll let you know. We're shooting for a Wednesday night stream. We're gonna start the On the Edge of Hope.
Oh, you're doing a show called The Edge of Hope?
We're gonna do the On the Edge of Hope.
On the Edge of Hope.
No, I'll probably do The Edge of Hope. I don't care.
That's cool. Yeah, because that's a movie. The Edge of Hope is a movie.
Yeah.
Back in I forget what it is, but yeah, that's a movie.
No, I don't know. I don't know what the hell we're gonna call it. It might be that. The premiere might be that. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's what it's be. But we're gonna try to do a. I was talking with another one of the originals from on a different show on this network here about it, and he's gonna try to make an appearance on the Wednesday night because he doesn't have to work Thursday or Friday.
Nice. Let's see. Hang on, because now that I fucking things are all. Boo-boo, why you being crazy? Why you being crazy? You gotta poop? Is that what the problem is?
I gotta go poop, guys.
Why I'm not working Wednesday night. Well,
I am off.
I'm working. I work Wednesday night, and then I open Thursday, and then I'm off Friday because it's Christmas. Then I work.
I'm off Friday and Saturday.
But yeah, my schedule's all messed up now because I'm back to some of my training. So it's like I'm working Tuesday morning, I'm working Thursday morning, I'm working Friday night, I'm working Saturday night, I'm working Sunday night, and then the next week you got me.
He's putting in work.
Monday morning, Tuesday morning, off Wednesday, Thursday night, Friday morning, Saturday night, off Sunday. So, I'm back to my regular schedule because there's a real manager doing the schedule. So,
Well, we'll figure it out.
like I was saying,
I got Mr. LA coming.
like I was saying earlier,
What?
you know, when you have problems with somebody, in my younger days, I would have been ready to fight and go at it, and being a little bit older, it's like use the force. The force will be on your side if you are right and you are righteous, and let the other person shoot themselves in the foot and try and show how awesome they are and be the head honcho. And bam, you don't have to lift a finger and you win.
Bam.
I looped that bitch. But anyways, yeah, man.
Bam.
You guys have anything? What? Technically, this is the last Bacta tank before Christmas, correct?
I don't know if you know this or not, but Christmas is in 3 days, so yes.
Holy cats! Well, if anybody is not showing up to anything in the next few days, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Have yourself a good old time, but everybody please stay safe.
We will do. We'll see you.
Yeah, I don't know if that was.
I'm gonna try to rein everybody in at least one more time before Christmas, just maybe so we can have a little chit chat before we get too busy with the families.
Sadly, I will not be available until late Friday night, early Saturday at the earliest.
All right,
my schedule is booked.
Well, then we'll see you at the septic tank on Saturday.
And we can talk about all the fun gifts and whatnot we got.
Definitely. But yeah, Christmas isn't a big thing for us because it's kind of like whatever we want, we just buy anyway. So,
you celebrate Christmas all year round.
Yeah, dude. Every day with me is like Christmas.
Yeah, especially when Naughty Santa shows up.
Okay, boo boo. Delilah says we need to stop.
All right. She's the one controlling the streams.
Well, Patrick, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, man, I had fun. Anybody who's still on watching the show, I hope you all have a good night. It is getting late, so stay safe, have fun with the family.
You guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the bell so you know whenever we're on, because it's every Monday and Saturday, unless it's not. And then there's other times just in between. And once I get everything up and running properly, I'm just going to be putting out a bunch more content all the time. Because if you saw behind me what it looks like with, you can't see behind the green screen, but there's a reason that the green screen is 3 feet from the back wall, because it's just packed full of shit. Kilo, thanks for stopping by. Everybody who's left in the chat, thank you for still being here.
Thank you for showing up, guys. Good to see you.
Scott, thanks for stopping by. Hit that subscribe button too, so you can be part of the shenanigans whenever we are here doing our thing that we do, like we do when we do. Trevor, I know you're here, Trevor. I can feel it.
You got that person on Twitch.
Yep, I got one person who's been on Twitch the whole time. So,
Trevor, good to have you here, Trevor. Scott, thanks for showing up, buddy. Show up, come visit us on Saturdays and Mondays, but definitely Saturdays. Gibby the Great, come back and see us on Saturday.
Gibby!
Subscribe and hit the bell. Come see us Saturday, because it's going to be the first one after Christmas, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun.
We're going to be holly and jolly.
Yep, and there's going to be a couple Saturdays coming up where I'm not going to be here, because you just saw the schedule. So it's going to be the Kilo show. So God only knows what's going to happen then. Dude,
shenanigans and lots of Aniston.
Well, when they're the Kilo shows, they end up losing followers and Twitter.
No, you don't. You know Shut the hell up. Twitter sucks anyways.
But you know what? I really don't give a
Patrick,
shit.
look, she was here. She's coming on Saturday. You just say it, and your date will be here.
So yeah, I don't really. You know what? We're us. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. I mean, that's all I gotta say. At least the person that did unfollow me on here and on Twitter did have the fucking balls to send me a message and say, hey, this is what's going on, just so you know. And I sent a message back, and I was like, you know what? I respect your decision. And it actually shows that you have some character because you had the balls to fucking say what you were doing and why you were doing it. You know, they did say we don't want to be friends anymore. Just we can't. You know, we don't like. We don't want to be watching your content. That's cool, man. You know, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, we're not for everybody.
Definitely not. Especially if you guys watch this septic tank from 2 days ago. It was Kyle's birthday. I got there right at the end. I got there with like the last hour left. I don't know. There was craziness beforehand. I don't know if I watched it or not. I can't remember. But yeah, there was just some shenanigans going on. People coming in, we no one know who they were, and things like that. So
It was a good old time. It was a good old time. I was taste testing some beverages as well. So, and you know, beverages and you know, it was a good old time. Beverages and antics. All the great mixtures that turned me back into a college kid for a night.
Yep. All right, with that, I say good day. May the force be with you. Always.
Good night, guys. See you soon.